What's up, everybody? I'm the Crispy Critic. It's been one of those days, man. And it got me thinking, ever since the breakup, I've had a lot of free time, and I mean a lot of free time. Naturally, I've been watching a lot of movies, and there are a few I find myself going back to. These are not movies that will make you feel better. These are movies that make you feel okay with not feeling okay. I can't just listen to a song or a movie and walk away being like, everything is okay now, everything that was in my head is gone now, I won't think about my ex-girlfriend anymore. No, I think about her constantly. Every day I smell mesquite and I think about her. I wear this hat because my fucking hair reminds me of her. So with that in mind, here are my top 5 movies for life's rough patches. Number 1, Once. Once is a musical romance about two poor musicians who meet and make music. Don't get me wrong. For those of you who watched Once, I'm sure you're looking at this list saying, bro, that is the worst fucking movie to watch after a breakup. And you're not wrong. But I'm going to argue the opposite. I think it's the best movie to watch after a breakup. Here's why. It's relentlessly authentic, incredibly realistic, very humanist in its approach to these two characters, and it is as compact as it is all-encompassing. And having known each other prior to the movie, Glenn Hansard and Marketa Irglova, who play the two main characters, have this natural rapport that elevates every single scene they're in, especially the music scenes. And the music scenes are where things get rough. From the first number, Falling Slowly, it's clear that the songs are not just songs. They are the strongest bond two people left destitute by changing times can form, and that makes them incredibly important and very, very powerful. Ultimately, Once is a gentle reassurance that even when you part with that person you love, it is okay to continue loving the things you created with them. Number 2, I Wish. For a while, about every Monday, my ex and I would go to one of our local movie theaters and we would see a double feature they had. And one night, a Japanese coming-of-age story called I Wish was the second movie playing. And we always went into these movies blind, so I didn't know anything about the movie going in, but I left that theater just moved to my core. I Wish is a powerful, powerful portrait of childhood. I Wish is about 12-year-old Koichi who is separated from his brother Ryunosuke by his parents' divorce. And he hears that if you make a wish at the exact moment that two bullet trains are passing each other at top speed, it will come true. So he sets out on a journey to wish his parents back together and reunite with his brother. It helps that Koichi and Ryunosuke are played by real-life brothers Koki and Oshiro Maeda. Now the movie itself is anchored on very small details, the kind of things that you notice as a kid but tend to lose as an adult. Small things in the world that are interesting when you're young, but when you see them over and over and over again, they just become another part of the world that you're ignoring. Loss weighs very heavily in the narrative because of this, but it's held together by an ironclad heart, one that's as bent on remembering as it is on resilience. If I Wish leaves viewers with anything, it's that some losses need to be accepted, but others don't stay lost forever. Number 3, Don Juan Demarco. This movie comes courtesy of my mom. During a particularly tough time in her life, she went to see Don Juan Demarco every day in the theater. She paid for it. In what's probably one of Johnny Depp's best performances, he plays a possibly mentally ill young man who believes himself to be the legendary lover Don Juan. Maybe he is, maybe he isn't, but he's certainly well versed in romance. So well versed, in fact, that when he's admitted to the care of psychiatrist Jack Mickler, who's played by Marlon Brando, the whole hospital staff begins to fall under his spell. At this point in Marlon Brando's career, he's kind of on the ebb. He's very respected, but he's known for being extremely difficult on set, never memorizing his lines, all this kind of shit. He was a bit of an asshole. But Brando on the ebb meets Johnny Depp, who, in my mind, was at his peak. And together they make an intoxicating duo. As Don Juan and Jack begin to bond, Jack actually sees his relationship with his wife enlivened and improved. They start loving each other again. They start getting to know each other again. So even Jack Mickler falls under his spell. The quiet moments between Jack and his wife Marilyn, who's played by the incredible and beautiful Faye Dunaway, form the heart of the movie. They are fantastic on screen together. Their chemistry is palpable, and it is no different between Marlon Brando and Johnny Depp. Don Juan Demarco is a delicate kind of ride. It is easy to get on, but incredibly hard to leave. Number 4, In Bruges. Leave it to a movie about an aging hitman and his suicidal protege to make you feel okay with being sad. In Bruges is a hilarious and deeply human exploration of right and wrong, written with brilliant wit by Martin McDonagh, starring Colin Farrell and the incomparable Brendan Gleeson. After a hit gone very, very wrong, 2 contract killers, Ray, played by Colin Farrell, and Ken, played by Brendan Gleeson, are sent to Bruges, which is a city in Belgium, to wait it out. If you haven't seen it, watch it now. Watch this fucking movie. It's so racked with melancholy that it feels like a blues song. But one of the points of the blues is that all this shit happened to me, but I'm gonna be alright. So yeah, the hit went wrong, sure, people died, and Bruges is a shithole, but you'll be alright. Number 5, A Girl Walks Home Alone at Night. A Girl Walks Home Alone at Night is more a spell than a movie. Let me explain. Shot completely in black and white, it's been called the first Iranian vampire western. And for my money, I'd add a healthy dose of romance in there. At its simplest, A Girl Walks Home Alone at Night is about a lonesome vampire played by the great Sheila Vand, and Arash, who's played by Arash Morandi, a young man who lives with his heroin-addicted father. This movie is timeless in every sense of the word. It's very slow, very ponderous, and built much more on feeling than narrative. So there is a story here, but it's simple and very contained. The larger narrative is about what develops between Arash and this lonesome vampire. And you know, a lot of movies don't have the very satisfying and seemingly effortless emotional depth that A Girl Walks Home Alone at Night has. This is a movie to be experienced. So when you pop it into your DVD player or pull it up on Netflix or Amazon, grab yourself a cup of hot cocoa, wrap up in a nice warm blanket, and just go along for the ride, because it is magical. Well, thank you very much, everybody, for watching this video. I know it took a little bit longer to get out this time, and I'm sorry for the wait, but I always want to bring you guys fresh, new, and interesting content. So reviews are fun, but there's always other stuff to do. So with that in mind, I am the Crispy Critic, and thank you guys again. I'll see you all next week.